In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the marketing and advertising strategies that you need to deploy in order to have a successful serviced accommodation business. I built my business on Facebook, and the way that the internet works these days, there are so many ways that we can organically get our brands in front of the right people. The thing for serviced accommodation businesses are we have so many different types of avatars that we have to attract. The first avatar is the landlord if we're looking at a rent-to-rent strategy, or potentially the vendor if we're looking to buy a below market value deal. We have to attract the estate agents, we have to attract the guests, we have to attract the investors. There are loads of different type of avatars, whereas the majority of most businesses only have to do with one. If you're selling toothbrushes, you're selling to a particular person and that's that. Whereas we have all these different areas of the business that we have to advertise and market to. What I found is the more specific you go. So for me, in the UK, my business is very much focused on the contractor. I'm not really that focused on the tourist, or my marketing is around the contractor stays. I feel like that's where the lion's share of the profit comes from. And naturally, I think the booking channels, Airbnb, Booking.com, etc. will bring in the weekend bookings for me without really needing to try. But if I can focus and niche down on the specific type of contractor that we want to stay in our properties across the UK, and our marketing really talks to them and it really brings out a problem and alleviates that problem for them, then they will naturally click, they'll engage, they'll call, whatever the call to action is, they'll take action. The problem I see most people make is they stay very broad. They try to appeal to everybody. I did this, I made this mistake. So you try and appeal to everyone thinking that you're going to capture all of the market, and that's what you need to do to be successful. What I have found is the more specific you go with your marketing and advertising, the more you nail down onto an avatar, you will find that you will actually increase the amount of money coming into your business. So how do you find your avatar? Well, the easiest way to do it is look at who is currently staying. So if you've had guests before, try and speak to them. Find out what they do for a job, what they do for their hobbies, if they've got families, where they typically live. And yes, this might sound like a bit of an interrogation, but if you want to get good at marketing, you've got to get good at interrogating people. You've got to get good at finding out the right information that you can then utilize in your marketing, and ultimately your posts will get more engagement. Your posts will get more responses, and naturally you'll get more lead flow, you'll get more bookings, etc. On the flip side of it, acquiring property is no different. So if we want to do rent to rent, for example, then who is the landlord that we want to be renting from? Where do they typically live? What's their portfolio size? What is the average value of their houses? What do they do on the weekends? Do they have kids? What cars do they drive? This might all sound like a lot, but the more you dig into this, the more you can talk to that person. And when your advert lands in front of that specific person, I bet your bottom dollar they will engage with your business and more than likely use your services. So the more specific you get is crucial. Now, when you take it into paid adverts, it is even more crucial, because then your money's getting spent and you need to make sure that you're attracting the right people and those leads that come through are right. You can have a magnificent lead flow. You might be able to attract leads for £4, £5 a lead, which is fantastic. But if it's not the right avatar, then all you're going to do is waste your time calling them. Your sales team are going to waste the time calling them. Whoever's looking after that acquisition side are going to waste their time. They'll get demotivated, and ultimately it won't work for you. You'll just increase your ad spend, you'll increase your time spent, and therefore you won't focus as much on maybe ringing estate agents or doing leaflet campaigns or whatever it looks like. You've got to make sure that your energy and your time is being used wisely. So don't just go for the vanity metric of cost per lead. You want to make sure that when that lead comes through the door, what is the quality? I'd rather pay £50 per lead for the right avatar than pay £5 per lead for the wrong avatar. Now, when you get to a point where you can generate leads on tap with a positive ROAS, return on ad spend, then your game changes. You can literally decide how many leads you want, and because of the statistics that you will track, your KPIs, you will know if I spend that, I get this many leads, we speak to that many people, and we onboard that many properties. It's a simple numbers game. It's no different to we view that many properties, we make this many offers, we end up in negotiation on this many, and this is how many we deal on, and this is how many we complete on. It's a numbers game, and you've got to be able to track your numbers, and marketing's no different. Also, with your marketing, whether it's organic or whether it's paid, you should be split testing all the time. So what you want to do is have a look at the statistics on your, say, Instagram profiles. You want to have a look at the post that you made last week. What were the views? How many people commented? And also from those comments, how many have led into clients? It's all well and good again getting loads of comments, but if no one's engaging, then you're not writing the right copy, or you maybe not posting the right graphics, or there's something fundamentally missing. Because some posts, if not all posts, you want to be trying to make them engage with your business and your services. So you don't just want the vanity ticks, you don't just want the vanity likes, you want to actually get business from your posting, or what's the point? You might as well go and join 85% of the world who just post crap on social media and enjoy themselves. So we are in this for business. I call it business media, and you can use it. It's so powerful. If you are set up correctly with business profiles, you get all the back end insights, and you need to use that data to decide, okay, that piece of content worked. So if that worked, what can we do that's similar to that, but change it slightly and see if we can get an improvement on it. Some weeks you'll get improvements, some weeks you won't. But by constantly split testing, having 2 or 3 variations of something that works, you'll then get another winner, and then you get better and better and better. And that's how your content builds, and that's how you start to pull in more leads. Now, there's so many ways that we can advertise. We can do organic and paid, but one of the biggest things that you need to get out in your messaging is trust. If somebody does not trust you, they are not going to engage with your business. You have to be able to build trust all over the place, on your profiles, on all your profiles, your LinkedIn's, your Facebooks, not your business pages, your personal ones. You want to be building trust. You want to be building trust on your websites, and you can do this in many ways. You can do it through certifications. We've obviously got IPRAC as a global certification, which assures that you are a professional short-term rental host. This is a big tick in the box for any serviced accommodation providers. And we then have testimonials that we get from either reviews from paying guests or reviews from maybe landlords that have rented their properties. This is all social media gold. You have to be getting social proof. Testimonials and trust signals will take your brand from here to here. It will take your lead flow from here to here. And ultimately, it will take your bank balance from here to the skies. So you've got to focus on trust. How can we do it? Just constantly be talking about it. Constantly looking at how you can show it off. So how can we show trust off? And again, for me, it's testimonials, it's client proof, and certifications. If you want to understand more about how I can help you solve your marketing problems, get good lead flow, then head over to my website, ryankaluke.com, and book a call with one of my team, and we can deep dive into it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get the next episode, which is what to expect from guests.